All right, so welcome everyone. Wow, what a pain in the butt that was. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Algo, and thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session. So, oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt that was this morning. So there's something going on with the connection from Streamlabs to YouTube that is causing some serious pain in the ass. Morning, you... Right, with that, I've got to go through, clean up YouTube real quick, and then we'll get started, okay? Welcome, I am Algo. Thanks for joining me on another morning watchlist building session where we're going to find some stocks and options that are going to make a greater than expected move, and we're going to cash in on it. We're not trying to take over the stock market, we just want to take a little piece out of it. We've been giving into it, and it's time to recoup some of that investment, so to say. With that being said, I stream every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so YouTube setup. I stream every morning, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. I feel like this mic's a little far away. That's interesting. All right, so let's get going, shall we? All right, we're gonna use the Smart Money Dog Pool and Block Trade algorithm software. If you have any requests, get them into me now. If not, we're gonna look at some that I've already got pulled up. So we had a bunch of earnings came out. AMC broke earnings, which should be an interesting play for the rest of this week. PayPal is looking really strong. Netflix is kind of flat. The trade desk may finally go ahead and make that move that we've been waiting for. TTD. Little dippity doop sell-off yesterday. Back to recovery, I guess. They had earnings that I didn't really pay attention to, so that kind of sucked. Let's see. So PayPal, AMC, Netflix. Let me check out the scan here, see if we've got anything coming up. CarMax was another one that I heard about all day yesterday. CarMax. And then, let's see. Alright, CarMax may not be doing as well as I thought it was going to do. So, Cloudflare is another one that we need to keep an eye on. They just announced, I think, an offering. So, let's see. Yeah, 1 billion convertible senior notes offering. So, whenever they announce an offering, that might be an opportunity for us to go up. Okay. All right. I want the scan. Let's see here. We'll check out our trends. Ooh, looks like they shrunk that a little bit. We're going to look for daily. And let's see. Lemonade, it might be a good one. Yes, I'll do Wish. We got Wish. Lemonade looks good for continuation up. All right. Ooh, Lemonade. Or Wish. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me just... All right, starting in the upper left-hand corner with Lemonade. So price action's been trading with the algorithm. We've got, looks like pretty much net buying since the end of July. And let me just show you what that looks like. We've got a couple dark pool levels that are going to provide support and resistance as well. So net buying, right? The algo is kind of curled down, so we're going to need to keep an eye on it. It will influence price action. Looks like it's trying to come up, price action is trying to come up and fill that gap. Like that's a little far away. All right, let's just show you where the block trades are. So we got a dark pool level at 89.50. That's going to be resistance. We got one at 79.60, which is going to be support. So almost a $10 range. Looks as if though So it looks as if though we sold off. We were maintaining upward trend line support, right? We broke out of that little rising wedge. So if we need to use support, we do definitely have previous support at previous lows. I'll mark those up on the chart here. This is that Wu-Tang pattern reversal that we like to talk about so much, right? You guys see what I'm doing here? Right? It's just a straight up technical 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 reversal out of a rising wedge, right? Textbook here, textbook people. This is textbook. Gorgeous. Serious, this is amazing right here. This is perfect. So there is a gap to fill as well up at that 89.50 level, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one, right? That's a textbook breakout there. Let me just mark this up. So what can we expect from Lemonade on the chart? LMND. All right. So we sold off, found support. Right, we found support. We've got a TTM squeeze that's getting ready to slingshot and release. MACD's about to cross over on the daily. We came back up, so we sold off. We retraced to the 21 EMA, right? Came back down, tested VWAP from the highest volume. We're looking to break out over point of control, which would be around 80, around 88, right? So if we can break above 88, I would look for a move to test the 34 at 90, and then coming in and testing previous low, which is also VWAP highest volume at 92.50. From there, we've got, looks like the 200 at 90, or excuse me, the 50 SMA at 95, and then psychological level at 100. So breaking back into this little rising wedge, as long as we get some momentum and conviction, I think we should be good. Lemonade's got a nice cup and handle forming on the 15 minute, right? So the key would be a break of 88 to test 92.50. Well, to test these previous highs. Right, 92. So a break of 88 to 92. Above 92.50, then we check out 95, 75, and then 99.50. Right, so this is obviously going to be the target, but we have to get up and above, right, above this 92.50 area. It looks good, right? It looks very good. So I'm going to look at those 92.50s. Wait 1 second here. That was Lemonade, LMND. All right. All right, so the good thing is, so Lemonade's got weekly options, which I like, right? It's got dollar increment options. It's interesting that it's 88.50 is the only 50-cent increment. So they must have created additional options from those 50 cents. So 78, 88. Okay. As far as open interest is concerned, we've got pretty standard across the board. Going out to next week's 100 target, There's a bunch of open interest there, and there's a bunch of open interest at the 115. So IV's pretty much the same for both of these levels, so I would look to grab next week's. Nope. Sorry about that. Yeah, like I said, we need to get above. Let's call it 88.75 for continuation. MACDs are all kind of just mixed right now. Our lower time frames obviously are about to cross over. Kind of a little mixed bag here. I'd like these to cross back over and pull those up, which should help these upper time frames continue to curl back around positive. Nice little bounce off the 15-minute bottom. All right, little flag forming. Looking to grab the trying to find the best liquidity. And I'd have to say those 88s are probably going to be the best. So we'll grab those. So I'm on the chart. All right, looking at this week's Lemonade 88 calls. Okay. All right, you wanted me to look at Wish. Wow, things are lagging this morning. It sucks. All right, so Wish has got, let's see, the algo's making lower lows and lower highs. All right, so the algo's selling off. Price action is making higher lows and higher highs, so this is divergence. We've got a ton of block trades over the last 9 days, ranging from 964 to 1036. No dark pool levels really to speak of. There's quite a few clusters from the 3rd and the 4th that looks like those may have already been traded out. Let me just bring this down to come on. So the last 6 days, which would put us all the way back to the 4th, which is where it came down and found support using those block trades. All right, so what we've got here is we've got block trades levels that provided support for this move that it's on right now, okay? So Wish is on a run based on these block trade levels here that provided support, right? As far as divergence is concerned, the divergence is played out except for this current run that it's in now, which is this one here, right? And that divergence is, it's going to be tough, but it looks like it's going to, I would anticipate a pullback to about 10, and we'd like this algo to curl back around and shift direction. Currently it's pointed down. It looks like it's trying to maintain whatever sort of channel it was in, right? So if that pulls back down, look for it to bring price back down to, you know, some previous levels for support. If it can curl up and break through, then it may pull price action up further, but I honestly think that, let's just check out the chart here. So cup and handle breakout. We've got room to the 3382 at 1125. before we test the 50 at 12. So this little spinning top doji here could indicate a pullback to the 21 EMA at 10.25 before a move back up to the upside. If we can get above 1084, which is the rising 50 SMA, we're in a squeeze. Right, we've been in a squeeze for quite a while. Hopefully that can release to the upside. This is a cup and handle. What else can we look at here? We've got possible Fib Breakout. All right. Yeah, so I like 1085 is going to be the key for me. If we can get above 1085, then I like 1123 as the next stop, followed by $12. Above 1250 should be an interesting level of rejection. Okay. All right. So that was Wish. All right. I want to look at futures real quick, and then we will go from there. All right. Getting started with futures a little late this morning, but that's okay. All right, so overnight futures just chop back and forth, right? Let's make this a little bigger so everybody can see it. All right, futures just chopped all night long, right? With gold continuing, looks like it's going to continue to sell off. Looks like oil has found a base at 67.20. Look for a potential move back to the upside. 1, 2, 3 reversal on ZB. The Russell, everybody sees this, right? With the Russell. Nice little Wu-Tang to consolidation. NQ. Yeah, so super chop fest. Super duper chop fest. I know that we had some, I think non-farm payroll is reported, so we'll need to keep an eye on that as well. Okay, so we did futures. Oh, wow. All right, so crude is selling off, being dragged down by gold right now, so just keep an eye on those guys. Well, looks like momentum stocks, FCell, Clove, Plug, all those guys from, you know, the meme stocks are having a move. FCell, didn't this used to trade higher? I remember it was like up 20 or something like that. Come on. Wow, what a laggy POS. TOS is a POS. Oh, what a joke, dude. All right, maybe we can get something going here. All right, so yeah, it looked like this could be interesting. So we might keep an eye on FCell. So we've been in this daily squeeze just released. Looks like we broke back above the 34 and closed above the 21. Let me get rid of these drawings. Clear drawing set. There we go. Definitely cleans things up a little bit. So, ton of volume coming in yesterday. Primaries are green. Our MACDs are looking pretty decent. We are going to have a 2-day, 3-day crossover. Like, I kind of like this play to go long with. So definitely need to keep an eye on these lower time frames for pullback at the open for potential move to the upside. Got a ton of volume coming in, right? We have targets of previous lows. Target there. Let's see. That's a good one. That is a good one. And then there should be one in the middle. All right, so this is how FSL looks, right? We've got an overhead 200 SMA. We've got an overhead 50. We're trying to retrace, right? We're trying to reverse off of these lows, right? If I throw some fibs on here, throw some fibs on it. All right, definitely needs to be a rap song made about throwing fibs on it. Not super liking that one. Yeah, I feel like this fib level needs to be adjusted to here or possibly the mid there. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Sometimes I move the fib levels around because they don't exactly line up one for one, but they could based on, you know, previous lows. So what I'm seeing here is we've got a potential reversal, nice strong green 10x bar. It breached the 34, closed above the 21. So looking for a continuation move, at least to the 50, which is lined up with the 382 retracement at 826. We're gonna have a little bit of resistance at 794, but a break above that. 827 is a good target. If we can get up and close above 827, then we'll test 9, and then the major resistance is going to come at 975. Let me just throw this on here for you. All right. That's going to be my target if I get commons in this, which, I mean, it's kind of gone up 30 cents in pre-market. So from 755 to 778. So let's see what this looks like. Right, super move yesterday that we missed. It's been consolidating, pulled back to the 21, triggered a fifth wave for our Elliott wave extension. I don't know what's going on with that there. I don't know who's putting out all those stupid alerts. All right. Whoa, what happened here? Come back, come back. All right, so this is the 4 hour. All right. Straight green Hulk candle we had. Excuse me. It looks like we had some squeezes release. It's been in a squeeze for quite a few sessions, so anticipate this one to continue on for at least, 6 to 8 4-hour sessions. So for the next couple of days, definitely think we could reach this 975 price level. Right. We are up off of the daily Keltner channel cloud. Right, we broke up and above the 4 hour, out of the daily mid, rejected off the daily top, came back down, broke through it, came back, tested it, using it as support. 750 is the support level for continuation. Yeah, I'm just going to buy commons in this on any sort of a pullback. Try to get a pullback to 750, right? If we can get a pullback to 750 and it holds, then I like this to 9. That's FSL, right? FSL. I need to write that down someplace. So LMND, FSL, commons. Yeah. Sell commons. Let's see what the Algo is doing. F sell with the Algo. Yeah, that's nice. So trading with price action, forming a cup and handle, resistance at 758. We got above that today. Look for a continuation on the Algo. Excuse me. Yeah, 15-minute or the 1 minute chart, trading with price action. All right, that's sell, TTD, AMC. Let's see what's going on with AMC. Well, it looks like AMC is stair-stepping its way back up to... Let's see what we got here. All right, so AMC's got a golden cross on the daily. The Bollinger Band or the TTM squeeze, slingshot squeeze setting up. Right, broke above point of control, which is also the 50% retracement. Looks, if we can get above 40, AMC can gap to 45.50. It's forming a cup and handle on the 15, stack positive moving averages. Everything looks good on AMC. I'm just telling you, like from a chart setup with not knowing the whole meme stock and you know, Wall Street Bets support of AMC, looking at it from just a straight technical pattern, it looks pretty good. So, all right, so I'm gonna look at AMC today. I'm gonna look at FSEL, LAMD, and check out possibly Wish. It did break above the 4-hour top. It's got room to, yeah, it breaks above 11, then it can really move. So we'll check out Wish too. Break above 1075. Okay, so that was, let's just check out LMND. Keep in mind though, with AMC, just last thing I want to say about AMC, I wouldn't trade options on AMC just because the implied volatility is so high. One, because it had earnings. Two, just because it's got a crap ton of IV, right? 242%. So if you're going to trade AMC, trade commons, right? You know, get a couple shares, right? But these options contracts have got so much implied volatility that it's just ridiculous. 245% IV, right? Which means that this $1.95 37 call, it would take probably a $10 move to get it to move $1, something like that. There's a whole formula for it. I just don't want to go through it right now. But if you want to get involved with AMC, it's got a good technical setup, right? Get some commons, right? It's got a good technical setup. It's basing off the 4-hour Keltner channel. It's got a 50% retracement at 40, so a break above 40.78. A little bit of resistance at 44, targeting 48.50, right? Or 48.25. So just, yeah, AMC comments. All right. I don't know where these meme stocks came from, but they're making good moves. Clove rejected off the daily top. Plug. Look at that beautiful cup and handle. That's just a gnarly cup and handle on plug. It's got, as long as the momentum can continue and those MACDs can curl over, we got to get above 30. A break of above 30 for plug and it can launch. Stem. I looked at ASTR the other day. I don't know what it is, but if I remember correctly, that's that sub penny one. Oh, Astrospace. What is this? I like space stocks. Is this new? It's got a newly formed 200 SMA. I mean, yeah, it looks decent. Alright, I'm going to put it on my list. ASTR. Alright, we'll check that out. Yeah, I can't mess with these options contracts on ASTR though. Look at the implied volatility. It's nuts. Just by the commons, you'd be better off. 1155 seems to be the level. Oh, it broke above it overnight. Sweet. 1288. Slingshot squeeze. Stack positive moving averages. Not super thrilled. Looks like it's got a little bit of a bull flag breakout. Oh, 1280. 1218. So it's currently trading at about this level here. Right? I like it. So ASTR, get commons, wish, commons. So it looks like I'm going to be buying a lot of common stock today, just because the IV is bananas. So, all right, I think that's going to be it. Stem. Wow, it's just gapping, gap, gap, gap. So stem, for me, really, it needs to get above this 50 at 31. If it can get above 31, it's got a slingshot squeeze getting ready to release. Earnings. It's got earnings tomorrow. Listen, we can't play stocks the day before earnings unless we play them for earnings, right? So if we're going to do the earnings, I understand it's been trading sideways for a few weeks, and that's probably the move into earnings, right? I have 0 earnings data on it. Is this the first reported earnings? Right? Yeah, it's releasing its earnings tomorrow. It's never reported earnings before, so I don't really have any data to support an earnings move. Like, I don't know if it's gonna move, if it's one of those that's gonna move 10% on earnings, right? Market makers are saying $2, right? So it's saying it's gonna stay between the 50 and the 200, right? I'll play it after earnings, but two things: 120% IV. You're gonna get vol crushed on these. So unless you went out into September, which wouldn't be bad. There's a lot of open interest. So maybe these $30 calls in September. Like, I'll throw it on the list, but this is not how I play earnings. And let me just show you the difference, and then I got to run. Okay. So when I play earnings, let's look at plug. So when I play earnings, we can look at plug, for example, right? It's missed 7 out of the last 8 estimates, right? It usually gaps anywhere from 6 to 8% on earnings, right? So if I were to play plug for earnings, let's see, what did they do? So they missed on earnings, right? But they still went up. They gapped up 10% on a miss, right? Market makers probably had about a $3 expected move on it, and it went from 26 to 28. And now it's just chopping there, right? So I would have played an iron fly at about, let's see, the 26 to 30 or 26 to 29 iron fly would have covered me both ways, and it would have gapped up. So this is how I play earnings. I don't play earnings unless I've got some data to back it up, right? I can be like, oh, 4.5%, gap 6.5%, gapped 8%, gapped 3%, right? Gapped 8% at highs. So I would factor in about a 7% move and then buy an iron fly with 2 wings, 7% either side. Pretty simple. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I am here. Oh, crap. Every morning, Monday through Friday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Follow me on Twitter at DarkpoolAlgo. If you've got any requests, you can hit me up on Twitter. I'll usually respond. If you don't already have your free trial to FlowTrade, there should be a link in the description. If not, and you're interested, let me know. I'll send you one. That's it, man. Stay safe, stay green. Remember, cash is a position. That's not the one. We'll just... Hold on, look at that. I gotta restart. Restart. Toss. All right. Hopefully it remembers my selection because I forgot which chart I was on. That could be it. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay green and